I have been spammed significantly with the link. We're already getting a decent look at the actual ship itself. We were right. You know, the look of it in the previous video was a little sneak peek at it. But yeah, let's check out the Hull B video. This is the behind the ships, the MISC Hull B, the real one. 7 minutes long. Extremely tall. First reaction right away. And the cargo loading is not what they showed, although I kind of like the loading from the meme video. Yeah, it looks good, man. It's got a co-pilot seat.
The Hull B is our premium medium freight ship in the universe. It's capable of carrying a
Did this man just say this is the premium medium? Oh my God. Imagine like
significant amount of cargo between stations within a system.
This is how cargo should look, I think. I love the way it sits in here.
Or across multiple solar systems.
It sits between the Hull A, which is kind of your entry into the cargo hauling profession, and the Hull C, which is kind of big, serious, interstellar cargo hauling runs.
In terms of scaling and role, the Hull B is closer to the Hull A in terms of gameplay flow and mechanics, without the challenges of the more complicated setup and flow of the Hull C.
When you first look at the
Who wanted a B paint? Who wanted the B paint? You got it. You got the B paint for sure. It is literally like they even made the head black.
Hull B, you definitely know it's a MISC ship. MISC is a high-end industrial manufacturer. It's a very clean art style.
Chat, is the cargo spinning? I think the cargo's spinning.
MISC is a high-end industrial manufacturer.
It is.
It's a very clean art style. Visually, you've kind of got these really like, large, clean, panelled, kind of bulbous shapes.
Or was the ship?
Think about the aesthetic of the 50s and bring it to a more futuristic.
You've got these really large, heavy-duty landing gear. You can clearly see it being built to take a lot of weight.
And then move along the top, and there's some really nice detail, some nice ribbing where the remote turret sits. Continuing along the top, there's a nice spoiler towards the rear.
When you see this ship collapse, it feels almost like a little shuttle that could fly about. But then as you start to look at the back, you've got these massive engines on the rear of it. And then that gives you a bit of a visual indication that maybe there's something a bit more to the ship than what you see at first glance.
Much like the rest of the Hull series, it has a compacting and extending spindle in the center section that allows the ship to have a smaller silhouette and shape when not carrying cargo, and then expanding out to carry the maximum amount of cargo.
It's quite a marvel of engineering in how much spindle and cargo grid we've managed to fit into such a small space when it's collapsed.
It holds 512 SEU of cargo, up to 16 32 SEU crates. You can either load the cargo manually with handheld tractor beams, or the co-pilot has access to 2 front-facing remote tractor beam turrets in order to load cargo from within the vehicle.
They didn't show that getting used.
External cargo has the great benefit that it is by far the quickest to load and unload. You can simply rock up to a location.
Oh, they're showing it. They're showing it. Okay. The view is good, I would say. This looks good from the tractor beam, like vision-wise. I like it. Yeah, it looks like they placed it in a good spot, made it usable.
Tractor beams on the ship to attach and detach cargo, rather than having to.
It really comes down to the pilot placing themselves in the correct spot, not the tractor beam being difficult to
thread
use.
These larger, especially the 32 SE containers, through restricted doorways at the back of ships. So you have to be smart about where you use the Hull B. It's quick to load, but also if you find yourself in a tricky situation, it's very quick for someone else to unload it for you. When it was first announced, it was promised to be able to land with its full capacity of cargo. However, over time, the cargo system changed, the design of ships have changed. And when you look at the hull A and the hull C, they have a sort of cross arrangement. And doing this for the hull B and the state.
Do this for this and this. This looks like a cargo freighter. These look ridiculous in comparison to this now. This is my new favorite ship design of all time. I love this. This is beautiful to me.
The amount of cargo that we had said at the start, it just simply couldn't land without having the most comical.
I like how squished it is in comparison instead of round to it. The flat and more like wide nature of it.
Super long, gangly.
Yeah, it looks more like a fish. I love it.
So from that point onwards, we went back to concept, had multiple iterations of different cargo.
And by the way, I don't need the whole C to land. I don't need this so the whole C can land. I like the configuration. It looks really good.
Arrangements to suit the new capacity. And we settled on moving from the cross arrangement to rotating it 45 degrees into the X arrangement you see today.
Yeah, they nailed this.
And it still looks really good when it's open or closed, but it's still able to hold all of its cargo.
Absolutely nailed. Like, look at that. Look at that and tell me it's not perfection. Cargo perfected. I don't know. Is it me that it like looks more like an Eve ship and that's why I like it? Maybe. It just looks like a freighter, man. Yeah.
In that you can load it from both within hangars and external freight elevators. And then in the future, we want to allow you to be able to also use the facilities of docking, so you can truly load it from anywhere with any sort of cargo.
Okay.
Another advantage of the hull B compared to, say, the Caterpillar, which has a very similar amount of cargo capacity, is the
Caterpillar is a complete piece of garbage shit and came out way before it should have. And the hull B came out at the right time.
Caterpillar is a large hangar, and the hull B is a medium. So you have.
Is that the only difference, John? Or is the cargo bay of the Caterpillar the worst in gaming? The Caterpillar is probably my favorite cargo hauler to haul cargo in once the cargo is already in, and I'm looking at the right side of my, like outside the right part of my cockpit down onto the cargo area. That is super cool. After that, I never want to see the Caterpillar again.
More accessible locations to land throughout the universe, being that there are more medium hangars in general than large.
Interior, here we go.
You walk into the entrance area, which has our 2 suit lockers.
How big is it?
A weapon locker and a small bench to prepare yourself for leaving the ship. Coming up the personnel lift, to your left is a door to engineering. This houses most of the major components for the ship and the engineering screen.
Everything's in there.
Center stage in there is the big mechanism that allows the ship to retract and extend its cargo grid.
Does it move? Do you see it?
Heading to your right from the personnel lift, you walk into the main corridor. This is a main thoroughfare of the ship. This also houses some of the other components. To one side is a mess hall.
You have a 2-seat table and a kitchenette.
On the opposite side of the corridor is the habitation area.
When you get in,
also
you have like a bunk bed on your left, nice desk with its fridge and some shelves. You also have on the right space on the wall to hang up posters, and then the bathroom door.
As you enter into the bridge of the ship, as soon as you walk in, you know you're in a MISC ship. I know the MISC dashboards can be a little bit divisive. Maybe, on some of our previous ships, we maybe pushed the size of the dashboard a little bit too far, so it was something that we were quite conscious of with the hull B. But we have pushed the pilot and the co-pilot seat further forward, so you're kind of sat more into that letterbox, just to give you better visibility out.
Yep.
Very happy with the hull B. I think it's a great ship. Looking forward to seeing lots of them populate the verse.
They're going to populate the verse for sure.
Those people who are more serious about cargo, who are those people who need maybe slightly more cargo space than a raft, for example.
No notes.
I think it really is that sweet spot between cargo capacity and size.
0 notes, just give good paints. Awesome. And they are calling it 4.7.1. All right. Nice. Well, apparently the patch is out, so I'm going to go give that a try. But let me know what you guys think about the Hull B. I have said only positive. I have said nothing negative. You just wish it would rotate? Yeah, if it rotated in space and spun, that would be like the end. It would be the coolest thing ever. Hull B was better. No, it wasn't. But yeah, I got nothing bad to say about it. It's like we have talked so much about how bad previous cargo ships were for cargo. And they were like labeled as cargo ships. This ship has learned from that feedback, and it's fantastic. It is exactly what I would want to see. Love it.